What's up, guys? Equal the Living Planet here, bringing you week 3 of the International Battle League. This week I'm facing off against Incog and the Boston Cyndaquils. So he has a really interesting team, very offensive, lots of really difficult to deal with Pokemon. So this week we are facing off against Melmetal, Terrakion, Grimmsnarl, Araquanid, Ninetales, Cantonian form, Venusaur, Galarian Rapidash, Eldegoss, Sigilyph, Krokorok, and Gmax Blastoise. So again, just a lot of really difficult to deal with Pokemon. Very hyper-offensive team that he's got here, especially the Melmetal is just pretty much impossible for my team to even switch into. Double Iron Bash is going to 2-hit KO pretty much everything. But we have a few things up our sleeves, and we're just going to try to fight fire with fire here. So I'm going to go ahead and review the team very briefly here. So the first thing up that we have is Tyranitar. This is the first week that I'm bringing it. We're running a Sash Lead Tyranitar, Brave Nature. So this is going to be setting Stealth Rocks for us, as well as potentially hitting some Thunder Waves on some Pokemon. And then we have Rock Slide to be able to hit, the Araquanid and things like that. And then instead of going fully physical with Earthquake, I decided to go special and run Earth Power here because that will hit the Melmetal harder. The Tyranitar, again, has a Brave Nature, 164 attack, max special attack, and then a bit of speed, just to be able to speed creep anything that might, try to come along and, be speed creeping the Tyranitar. Second up, we have Politoed. So this Politoed set, like the Tyranitar, is going to be aimed at setting weather. Sorry, I had to get a cat out of the room. It was bugging me while I'm trying to do my recording. So we've got the Sandstream Tyranitar and the Drizzle Politoed both here. The Politoed has 204 HP, max defense, bold nature, and then a bit of special defense. This is just a very, standard kind of support Politoed. We've got Scald, Toxic, Perish Song, and Encore. Encore will lock in some of those setup sweepers into unfavorable moves that they might not necessarily want to be into. Main role of the Politoed here, along with the Tyranitar, is just to keep Ninetales' Sun from really giving us too many problems. Okay, so after the Politoed, we then have Venusaur, who is well supported by the rain. This is just a Gmax Venusaur. We're carrying Black Sludge to facilitate some recovery here. And the Venusaur is just an all-out attacker. With a modest nature, we've got Sludge Bomb for that max ooze special attack boosts, Earth Power to be able to hit things like the Melmetal, Giga Drain, which is going to turn into that Gmax Vine Lash move, and then Weather Ball has some interesting potential here because Weather Ball could be a normal move if there's no weather up, and then it's not going to be that powerful, but it would have the chance to lower some speed stats on some opponents. But then if the sun or the rain or the sand are up, then we're going to get different types of moves, which would be really cool. So Weather Ball has some interesting potential here. After that, we have Choice Scarf Dracovish. Nothing really needs to be said here. We've got the Strongjaw Fishious, Fishious Rend, which is going to be 1-hit KOing or 2-hit KOing just about everything, especially in the rain. I do expect that he might run like a Water Absorb Araquanid here. That's definitely a possibility that he might try to do. So we've also got Outrage, Psychic Fangs, and Ice Fang, which can hit large chunks of his team pretty hard as well. The sort of win con that I'm hoping to go with here is an Electric Silvally. So I went Electric for a couple of different reasons. One reason is that it obviously has decent bulk, can resist the double Iron Bashes from Melmetal, but it also has the ability to hit Araquanid and Blastoise super effectively, which can be challenging Pokemon for this team. So this is just an Adamant setup sweeper Silvally. The idea is to hit Swords Dance, hopefully get off a Flame Charge, and then spam multi-attacks. For the things that don't hit, that multi-attack is not hitting super effectively, we have Flame Charge and Ice Fang. And then finally, I've been running a Sash Alakazam pretty much every week, and we're just doing that again. So the Alakazam that I have this week has Nasty Plot, Focus Sash, and then 3 attacks. We've got Psyshock and Shadow Ball, which are reliable, and then in the event that we need to hit the Melmetal with a Focus Blast, we can do so. A bit risky here, but we're going to have to take that risk, unfortunately, because the Melmetal is such a pain to deal with for my team. So 164 speed, effort values let Alakazam outspeed just about everything on his team. And then we have max special attack and 84 HP, and then 4 each in the defense and special defense. So, once again, like always, a very hyper-offensive team here. So let's go ahead and let Incog know that we're ready to get started with this match. Okay, so no Araquanid, which is really nice. Just automatically gives the Dracovish something that it can do off the bat. He does have the Grimmsnarl, the Tracheon, the Ninetales, the Venusaur, the Blastoise, and the Melmetal. So, I think I'm fairly safe going ahead with my Tyranitar lead. If he wants to get rid of the rocks that I set, he has to go Blastoise and Rapid Spin, which is definitely not something that a Gmax Blastoise necessarily wants to have to waste time doing, although the speed boost could be really helpful for him since Shell Smash is banned. Other than that, we're going to play things by ear and try to stick to the plan and just see what happens. So, Tyranitar lead seems pretty safe to me. Melmetal off the bat. I was kind of expecting maybe a Tracheon or a Ninetales, but Melmetal certainly not a bad lead. Capable of doing quite a lot right off the bat. Yeah, and he double iron bashes, which is definitely going to KO through the Sash. Obviously. But getting the rocks up is nice. So, we have a couple of okay options here. Politoed really is not bad here, but the Venusaur could also be really strong. You know what? We're going to send the Venusaur out, and we'll start hitting some things. the double iron batch did a lot of damage, but in exchange, we are able to get really nice. So he's probably going to send out the Ninetales. That's what I would send out if I were him. Just because that can get the sun up, and then obviously forces the G-Max Venusaur to do something. With 2 special defense boosts, and with the special defense and HP investment that I have, there's a possibility that I could survive a sun boosted hit depending on what the Ninetales throws at me. It's risky, but I could possibly do it while G-Maxed. Let me see if I have enough time to run this calc. Let's see, it's at +2. Okay, so yeah, I can survive a sun boosted hit as long as it's not specs. So we're gonna try this. Yes. Very nice. So the Ninetales is now out of the way, the Melmetal is out of the way. Send out the Terrakion next. I think the Terrakion might have the best chance of being able to KO the Venusaur, or he could go for his G-Max Blastoise here. Yeah, the Terrakion. That was kind of what I figured was coming. Yeah, I don't want to risk anything else taking damage. I've got some really valuable Pokemon left. So we're going to try for a Giga Drain here. Yeah, so that Earthquake should KO me, and it does. But we've got a chance now. Well, the Alakazam is not really safe yet, actually. So we're going to go for the Politoed. at the Skull here, because I think there's a chance. No, he's keeping the Drakion out. He went to his Venusaur. Man, I have had the worst luck with Skull Burns. Let's see. This is kind of a tough situation. I might have wanted to double because the Venusaur was probably a predictable come-in. But that's alright in the end. Let me think for a moment. Not really 100% sure what to do. It's gonna almost certainly go for a Giga Drain here. So, we'll just do this. So, I'm just gonna start spamming some Vicious Rends here. In the rain, there's no way that Venusaur is not taking a big amount from us. Yeah. And he still has his Grimmsnarl, which can potentially be a threat, especially with my Venusaur out of the way. So this is definitely not a game that is in the bag yet. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna keep hitting Vicious Rends here. There's no real downside to doing so. Good bulk on that Blastoise, but I bet it falls over to a multi-attack. Maybe not, because this is not max attack EVs, this is only 204, but I would think at that HP. Oh, wow, okay, so not. So I'm actually a little surprised that that did not just KO my Silvally. Particularly in the rain. Let's go for another multi-attack here. Because he's not switching into it. has a couple of options here. He's down to just a couple of Mons left, so he can go to his Terrakion, or he can go to his Grimmsnarl. He's going to go for the Grimmsnarl. Substitute, okay. Interesting. So my bet is probably like a bulk up Grimmsnarl. So, given that this thing is probably going to set up, I'm going to go for a Perish Song. Yeah. So he's going for bulk up. And we go for the Perish Song. Haze would have been nice. But, oh well. Not a big deal. Let's see. Sucker Punch, which really didn't even do that much. And it didn't burn! Man. Alright, so we've got him locked into the bulk up with Encore now, which is nice. Because that means that we're safely able to get the Alakazam in now. Man, this is a really close match. I hate playing Hyper Offense, but I also love it. Like, it's so much more fun than other ways of playing, but at the same time, it also tends to cut it really close. Nice, Scarf Terrakion. So, I know exactly what I need to do to win. The question is if I can pull it off. So first things first, we go to the Polytoad. And we Perish Song. Incog, when you watch this, I apologize in advance for going for the stally way of winning this game at the end here. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So here, we ought to have it locked in. So, pull the Polytoad out. Into the Zam, and we win 2-0. Nice. Alright, really fun game. Cut it close a couple of times just because of the nature of us both playing very offensive teams, but it looks like the build was able to edge out in the end. The Polytoad set especially definitely put in some work in this game, so I'm really happy that I went with the moves that I did. Maybe if I had run like Haze or Earth Power instead of Toxic, that could have been potentially a little bit more helpful. But overall, what really got that for me was the Encore and the Perish Song. Really disappointed that I did not get any Scald Burns. A little bit disappointed that the Silvally did not get a chance to sweep, but at least everything put in the things that it was, supposed to. So great game, Incog, really fun battle. Definitely one of the most fun battles I've had so far in the IBL. So we'll see you back here for next week when we go up against the Columbus Swoop. Eco out.